now time for the pitch clock. JJ and Hannah will each get 45 seconds to give their take on a topic. And after they go, Jerry will evaluate them and give his take. So we're closing in on the August 1st trade deadline, and the Mets still questioning their approach. Hannah, if you were Billy Epler, what would be your plan between now and the trade deadline? You've got 45 seconds.
Okay, if I were Billy Epler, I would act aggressively. Do I think Billy Epler will act aggressively? No, I do not, because we have at least one trade deadline evidence that he does not do that. But like I said, this is his last chance to leave a mark on this organization as the highest ranking executive in the baseball operations department. I think you have to be planning for the future. You could try to target next year, but you have to be looking ahead of this year at least. You have to try to trade Tommy Pham, who's having an incredible season and can certainly benefit a contender. David Robertson, everybody needs relief help. Now, it's very tricky, of course, to get major league talent when you are selling, but I think you have to try to shop Max Scherzer, at least, if not Max and Justin Verlander. It's going to be difficult to do that, but if Steve Cohen is really willing to quite literally put his money where his mouth is and pay down the salary, you might be able to get young major league talent in return. I think I said this before on the show, they should target injured pitchers. Get someone back for next year.
All right, JJ, if you were Billy Epler, what would be your plan between now and the trade deadline? 45 seconds. Go.
All right, ladies, when it comes to Billy Epler, the next 10 games are everything for the New York Mets. This is the audition to show me, are you in it or are you out when it comes to 2023? If I see the Mets go and play at a decent enough level within 4 games, I'm looking to add to the bullpen. Think about Graveman, think about Joe Kelly, 2 names that make a lot of sense from the Chicago White Sox. I am not depleting my minor league system. I do not think the Mets are in all-in mode considering the way they've played in the first half. The Mets play poorly over the next 10 games. Then Tommy Pham and David Robertson, and yeah, maybe even Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander could be moved. We're not talking about guys who are going to be here next year, but short-term guys, time to say sayonara if the Mets don't perform.
Yeah, for sure. I think I agree with you. The next 10 games, the next couple series mean a lot for the Mets. They'll be very telling. Okay, Jerry, you heard from Hannah and JJ. Whose strategy do you like best? Let's hear your take.
Yeah, while I'm the forever optimist, I think that's kind of known that I'm a positive guy. I am not yet willing to put the cap on this season. So I still feel you have to have contingencies to buy. And the only person I heard to say that was JJ. So I do agree that these next 10 games will tell you if this Mets team, the current roster, wants to go for it, you got to add. But in the meantime, you have to have the ability to trade and pivot off that. So in this instance, I'm going to side with JJ here.